Okay. All right, everybody, welcome to We Try It Before You Buy It. I am your host, Deanna Nichols, doTERRA Blue Diamond, and I'll be joined by a few panelists this evening, and we're going to be speaking about the Reveal Facial System. It's one of our skincare products at doTERRA, part of the Essential Skincare line. And oh boy, I love technicalities. Technology is my favorite. All right, so this is the Reveal Facial System. It actually comes in a box, but I've taken it out so you can see what each individual product looks like. There's a step 1 in the process and a step 2 in the process. And you do both of these. It's not something that you use daily. It's something that you would use occasionally. So maybe once a week, twice a month. I'm probably more of like a once a monther on this. I love to do it more consistently than that, but I just don't think of it as often as I should. I often will use this product when I just feel like my skin needs a little bit of something, you know, like it's just looking a little dull. Perhaps I've just been through something like my skin recovering from a breakout, or my skin is just recovering from a lot of sun exposure, a lot of wind exposure. I actually really need to do this right now because I was just in Africa. I just got back late last night, and we were in some pretty crazy climate differences while I was there. And I did get pretty severely sunburned, and like particularly my chin area is like all rough and everything. So if you think about like exfoliation and how important exfoliation is to your skin, that's just one of the things that this does. But exfoliation is just like getting rid of layers of dead skin cells so the new ones can kind of come forward. And we know that that's going to allow products. Breck, I see you've got another guest joining us on your end. That's funny. That's totally something my pets would do as well. They have to photobomb. Okay, let's see. Christina's trying to get on. Let me see, Christina. Let me see if I can get you on here. Just hang tight while that happens. But when you exfoliate and you get rid of the dead layers of skin cells, then it allows other products to penetrate your face, like things like moisturizers. You know, so if you've got dry skin, sometimes you're trying to put moisturizers on top of a bunch of dead skin cells and it's just not penetrating the area. Or you're trying to put something that's going to help with fine lines and wrinkles, but you've got all these dead skin cells and so it's not able to penetrate. So that's one thing. And then allowing the new skin cells to come through is also going to make your skin just look younger. It's going to make it look less uneven, things like that. So these are all important steps. And so what this does is this is a 2-step system. You've got the refining polish. So this is going to polish the skin and kind of scrub away all that dead skin. And then you've got the part that is actually going to activate the product. So you apply the step 1 product and you allow that to kind of sit on your skin for maybe 2 minutes. And then you don't rinse it off. You just add step 2, which is the peptide activator. You add that on top of it. And then once you've got that applied to the area, then you leave that on for another couple minutes. And then you rinse it off and then you carry on. So you want to start with a clean face. And so I, of course, recommend that you use one of doTERRA's facial cleansers. I prefer the Virage system. Now, I do add in some products from the Essential Skincare line, of which this is one. So you could certainly use the cleanser from that system. You could use the HD Clear system, or you could just use the Essential Skincare cleanser, whichever is your favorite. And Christina, I have you on here, so you have to turn on your sound and video. You don't have your sound and video on your end. Anyway, and so let me talk to you a little bit about what is actually in here that's special. So first of all, I don't know if you've ever heard of like microdermabrasion, but it's like a process that you have to like go to the dermatologist or somebody that specializes in skin, and it's a whole process you have to go through, and it's pretty invasive. Like they use things like sand and other harsh things to kind of scrub away at your face. They could use crystals. They use, I mean, they use some pretty hardcore stuff that can be very irritating to your skin, and you can end up with swollen skin, irritated skin. A lot of times you have to avoid the sun after using a microdermabrasion. And it's not necessarily known for natural, healthy ingredients. So this is definitely a more natural option, and it's very much less expensive. There are multiple treatments in here, and it's only $60 if you're a doTERRA wholesale member. So it is like, I can't tell you exactly how many treatments are in here, but I would say, gosh, like 5 or 6 at least. I'm a minimalist, so I probably use a little less than what the average person may use, but I can for sure get 5 or 6 treatments out of here. So if you think about that, we're talking about, $10 versus, hundreds and hundreds. And so it is going to save you money. It's going to be more gentle on your skin, more effective. It's also going to be natural, so it's better for your overall health. Whatever you put on your skin goes into your bloodstream, and whatever's in your bloodstream affects your health. So you really want to be looking at ingredients. So let's talk for a minute about some ingredients. And we're going to actually do a demo here. Anita, I think I'm going to have to volunteer you to do a demo because I don't think Christina's getting her camera to work. But first of all, let's talk about, just like all of doTERRA's ingredients, this has essential oils in it. We know essential oils are amazing for skin. So 2 essential oils that are in this product that are really useful is, first of all, wild orange. So wild orange essential oil is in here because it actually helps with permeability. So it's going to help to get the products into the skin, okay? So we talked about that. Like, that's a huge issue when you're doing skincare and you can't actually get the stuff. You put all this expensive stuff on your face. If it's not getting in, then you just wasted your money. Okay. I mean, you might as well open it up and squirt it down the sink. So the wild orange is in here to help with that. There's also lime oil, and there's some information somewhere about why lime oil is in here. Give me a second. I'll tell you. I mean, I know what lime oil does, but it's in here specifically to remove the dead skin cells. And it also helps to tighten your skin and connective tissue. I mean, that's really important because that's part of the reason why you're trying to rejuvenate your face in the first place. You want to, like we said, we want to get rid of the dead skin cells. So the lime is going to help with that part. And then the orange is going to help the second product to permeate and get in there. And the lime is also going to help to tighten your skin. So, we can all use that as we get older. The other things that are in here that are key, there's lots of other ingredients, but let me talk about a couple. One is pumpkin fruit enzyme. So pumpkin fruits have something called protease enzymes, and that is what breaks down proteins. The reason why you want to break down proteins is because your dead skin cells have proteins in them. Okay, right? We know that. And so we have to break that stuff down. And other acid-based exfoliants can really irritate the skin. We've talked about how some of those non-natural systems that people use can really cause irritation. And so even other enzymes can irritate the skin. And that's why people have all of these big warnings about what they can and can't do with their skin before and after a microdermabrasion. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff with the Reveal system. So the other thing that's in here is there's an ingredient in here that I cannot pronounce. So I'm not going to embarrass myself by attempting to pronounce it. But basically what it does is it helps with reducing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles around your eyes and forehead. What happens around your eyes and forehead? I mean, when you have smile lines or concentration lines or grumpy lines.
Brownie lines.
Yeah, all that stuff that happens around your eyes and forehead. There's ingredients in here that are helping with that. There's also an ingredient here that helps for retaining moisture and protecting layers of cells within your skin. Okay, so this isn't like you don't have to wait until you have a skin problem. Just like with essential oils, like I joke with people and say essential oils are not for sick people, right? So like if you're using essential oils regularly, you're probably going to be less likely to feel bad. It's the same way with good skincare. When you don't want to wait until you're feel like your face is just your skin is irreversibly damaged to start focusing on that. There's also ingredients in here that help with facilitating new cell growth and healing skin wounds. So that's why I was telling you, like, for me, once a month, I get a few breakouts on my face. And as those breakouts start to kind of heal up, you know how you just have sort of dry, patchy areas
Mhm.
where those were? I definitely want that to heal up. I want to slough off some of that skin, and then I want it to heal quicker. And I'm telling you, like, if I'm at that point on my skin, which it's actually at right now, just because I had a lot of peeling skin on my chin from the sun exposure I had, when I get to that point and I do the reveal system, it's like I have a new face. It's unbelievable. Like I can look in the mirror and tell a complete difference in one application. So, and that's really what it's for. You should only have to do it once every so often and see really great results. So I would add this in, maybe I keep it in my shower in the hopes that I will
Mhm.
remember to use it occasionally. That's the best way. It's just get a little shelf in your shower, keep it on there. Maybe make a date with yourself, like, every Monday I'm going to do my reveal system on my face, and you'll have it for a while. You have it for at least a month or so that you can use it. If you're like me and you're most likely not going to do it once a week, then you could maybe say, on the 1st and the 15th of the month or something, I'm going to do my reveal system, and then it'll last you a little bit longer, maybe more like 2 or 3 months. Let me see if there's anything else in here that I want to mention as far as an ingredient. There is also an ingredient that helps with fuller, tighter skin structure, reducing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles again. Another cool ingredient in here is we have natural bamboo silk beads that also help with exfoliation. So instead of using, like heavy duty, like power sanders on your face, you're just using some natural ingredients to help you to do it. Are you able to hear us? I don't actually have any sound for Christina either. So let me, let's fix this and see if we can't
Okay.
correct this. Give me 1 second, y'all. Deal with a technical issue. All right, there we go. That's better. Okay, so it's just the 3 of us, which is okay because we had a couple people with some technical issues tonight. But we have someone who has graciously agreed to give us an actual demonstration of how this product works, and I think that's very brave. I absolutely did not want to do that because the first thing that I realized, I was going to do it, and the first thing I realized is that I would have to take off my ball cap to effectively apply it. And as I mentioned earlier, I got home from like 8 hours on an airplane, and I most definitely did not fix my hair today. And so I definitely was not going to do a salon essentials hair care demonstration in addition to the reveal system. So, so Anita has graciously volunteered. So why don't we have her start out with putting the first step on. And while she's putting the first step on, we will talk with Breck a little bit about her experiences with the reveal system. And then we'll go back and check on Anita and see if her timers beep and she can do step 2. Okay, does that sound good, Anita? Do you feel ready for this?
Yep, sounds great.
So
I
Anita,
love it.
she's already cleansed her face. She's removed her makeup. By the way, if you get our Oil Shares newsletter, and I hope you do, if you don't get our newsletter, you can go to www.oilshares.org. You can go to Oil Shares. You got to type in the W's, oilshares.org, and go to that main page, and you can sign up for our newsletter. This month in our newsletter, I actually included a big fat cheater recipe.
I saw those.
For those of you that are a little bit on the lazier side and you want to cheat, I actually made some facial makeup remover pads, and I
didn't do that.
I was only allowed to bring 33 pounds of stuff, and I still was able to bring my face cleanser pads. And you can wash your face and remove your makeup with them. And I only traveled with like a little tiny stack of them because you store them in a little container. So that might be a little cheat, and that would be really easy to cleanse your face. You don't even have to get out of bed to cleanse your face. Like if you're already in bed and you're like, crap, I forgot to take off my makeup. If you have a little container right there, or if your husband's still up and he can hand you the container off your sink, either way, then you can do it right there in bed. So that's my fave. So, but Anita, she did the whole deal. She washed her face, and you just saw her. And tell us what you just did, Anita.
So I just put on step one. The step one is the one that has the lime and the wild orange. And it feels a little gritty, but it's good because it's going to exfoliate those dead skin cells off. I know you said you only use it once or twice a month, but I love it. I can't wait till my second time of the week to use it. So I do use it twice a week.
She's going to use it twice a week. So this is what it looks like when it comes out. It's this white cream. And just like Anita showed you, you can just like rub it in, and you want to get it all over your face. You can do your neck as well if you want. And yeah, you're going to feel the scratchies, which are the bamboo, the silk beads that are in there, but it's not harsh. Like, it doesn't hurt.
Right, doesn't hurt.
Yeah, and they are recommending you do it once or twice a week. And after you wash your face, then you're going to make sure your skin's still a little damp. The dampness will help it spread on your face. So you don't want to have dry skin when you do it. And then they want you to go in upular motions. Circular motions, but that's the deal with skin, because we definitely don't want to be pulling down and stretching our face down. And so you're going to keep rubbing that for 1 to 2 minutes. I do it in the shower, like with my back to the water. The hardest thing for me is to remember not to rinse it off. I don't know if anybody else has that problem.
Yeah.
I want to go rinse it off. You don't rinse it off. You keep scrubbing. You keep going over the areas. Don't forget your lips, by the way. Scrub it all. And
no, I haven't done my lips. I didn't do my lips. Yeah. I've never done that. Okay.
I totally want my lips to be exfoliated too. So I do my lips and get it all done, and you keep scrubbing it for like 2 minutes, and then you don't rinse it off. Okay. So Breck, how long have you been using the Reveal system for?
I started right after convention, so not that long ago. So I like struggle with like super oily skin. And so when I was at convention, they had like that little area for like with the estheticians. So I went and met with them because I wanted to get on a new skincare system. I have had been with another company like forever and ever, and just could never find anything to sort of control the excess oil. So when I met with them, and she put me together my own personal skincare protocol of how to take care of my skin, Reveal was in there. And so I had just purchased it right before convention, but had not used it yet. So when I came home, I started using it, and I am loving it. It's almost like, it sounds really weird, but after I'm done, I feel like my skin is really tacky and like just super clean. I struggle with 2 skin conditions, and one being psoriasis. My body sheds skin cells a lot quicker than the normal person. So I always felt like I sort of had like a doll complexion, oily, but when I would feel it, it would always feel like there was so many like dead skin cells sort of stuck there. And with the Reveal system, I just absolutely love how clean I feel. I'm finally getting to a point where I'm feeling like I am having some like control of my oil. You know, I'm in my mid-40s, and it's like, will it ever go away? And it's like, no, you just have really great skin because nobody can tell how old you are. But the Reveal just has been just amazing. How I just love how it feels. And I do it, I should be doing it at least twice a week, but I'm usually doing it like once a week.
Yeah.
I can't wait to, like today, earlier I did my face already, but I've already applied step 2, which is really smooth, but you leave it on for a couple of minutes to activate step 1. And step 2 looks like it just has the wild orange in it.
Yeah,
but I do like how it feels.
Like a Karen Gill stick. And I feel like you need less of step 2 than you need of step 1 is what I feel like. You just need a very light layer, and you put it right over top of the area. And then again, you just kind of keep massaging that in for 1 or 2 minutes. And you might get a little bit of foaming, and it sort of warms up your skin a little bit when you apply that second layer. So once you've done that, once you've left that on for 2 minutes, then you just rinse it off. And that's real easy if you're in the shower. If you're not in the shower, you can just kind of take a warm washcloth and really wash that down, and you want to make sure you get all the beads off your face. You definitely don't want those left behind. I've done that before, like especially if I'm not in the shower when I do it. It's easy to miss some, especially on the edges. You want to get all that off. And then you've basically opened your skin up to receive all the goodness that is your skincare regimen. That's why you want to have a really good skincare regimen like Virage or the Essential Skincare line, because then you have prepared your skin properly to receive all that. So then you would put your toner on, you would do your any sort of your serum or anything that you, if you're using the Virage serum, your eye roller would go on, and your moisturizer. And so you're gonna just feel, your skin's gonna feel amazing. Like Breck said, it just feels awesome. That's why I really like to do this in the morning, or like before I go to an event. If I'm gonna go to an event, like a night where I wanna look nice, then I will do that in my shower before the event. Or if I'm just trying to look nice for the day, then I'll do it in the morning, because I love my skin right afterwards. I feel like my makeup goes on so nicely. And
That's true. That's true.
and I don't have any like uneven areas. And so it's just, I don't know. I just love it. And I don't know why I don't do it more. It's really just a busyness, laziness type factor, because I love how I feel when I do it.
And it brightens your skin. It definitely brightens your skin.
Absolutely. You do have this nice glow. 'Cause like you said, it makes you not, because obviously it's just like anything. If you've ever buffed your fingernails, you know how they just look dull and lifeless, and then you just kind of buff them out, and all of a sudden it looks like you put clear nail polish on. It's like that was not in an oily way, just in a like really healthy glow kind of a way.
Yeah.
All right. So have you wiped it off completely?
Yeah, I did. And I recently had a breakout, so that's, there, but my skin does feel good. And even if I have a breakout, my skin will still be smoother, like you said, to apply makeup. And I have gone and I've paid 75 to 100 and, well, I've only done half of a facial, so I would pay like $75. And they put some material on your face, like a cheesecloth, and they like feels like they electrocute you, but like they do something that shocks your skin, and this definitely doesn't feel like that. And it definitely didn't cost me $75, every time. Yeah, and it lasts more than 5 or 6 times, because I've used it at least maybe 8 times already.
That's good. I wanted to be conservative and not overestimate, because I feel like I use less than other people. Yeah, I feel like it should last you multiple times. And for sure, like minimum of 5 times. I mean, I don't think anybody has a big giant face. We all kind of have a similar size face. So I don't think it says anywhere like how many servings is in here, but you definitely are going to get it for way, way cheaper than you're going to get anything if you go in and have it professionally done. And I feel like you get just as good of results with and it doesn't take, it takes less time, it costs less money, and you've got healthier ingredients. Yeah. Is there anything else that either of you wants to share about the product, or what your experience was with the product that we haven't said?
No, I think I'm good on this then.
Yeah, me too. I really like it. I love it.
Yeah.
Another thing I really like about it is the smell. Like it's going on. It doesn't have any, how sometimes you use stuff on your face and it's got this really chemical smell to it. It's actually like, here's what it kind of reminds me of. Have you ever eaten those? They look like a piece of an orange, but it's like a fruit covered in sugar.
Oh, yeah.
It like feels like that because of the grittiness, and then it's so don't eat it. It's not. It smells like candy and it feels like that candy, but don't eat it. Okay, you're just gonna want to lick it, but don't lick it. So did you do your lips this time?
Did what?
Did you do your lips this time?
I did. And actually, since you said that, I mean, I didn't think about it before, but I have been having a problem with my lips feeling kind of dry, like they want to peel lately. So they feel really smooth now. I'm going to do that from now on.
Yeah, I thought about doing that.
Yeah, the reason why I thought about the lips is because one of the things that happens when we age, and if you've ever looked at an age progression of your photos, like I was looking at my wedding photo the other day, like a couple of decades ago, and I noticed that like my lips look smaller than they used to look. I don't know if you've ever noticed that about yourselves, but the one ingredient that's in here that I can't pronounce, it's some kind of a peptide. And one of the things that it does is it helps with the collagen production. So another little tip I'm going to give you is so collagen is what gives you the fullness in your lips and the fullness in your skin, so it's not saggy and has crevices and stuff in it. If you really struggle with that, another thing that you might want to look into, especially if you don't have oily skin. So Breck, you said your skin's oily. Sorry, I don't think this one's for you.
Yeah.
But if you don't have oily skin, a great product that you can use would be the Yarrow Palm oil, and you could put a layer of that on your face as well. That's going to definitely help with the collagen. If you have oily skin and you want to help with that, we do have a Yarrow Palm capsule. So you're going to get the benefits internally without having to have the oiliness. The yarrow oil itself is not oily, but we have pomegranate oil in there. And I've tried putting I have very oily skin, just like Breck is saying. And yes, that does make us look more youthful for longer. So that's the good news. But I can't handle the pomegranate oil on my face. So if you're like that, don't do that. But if you have more on the dry side, you absolutely will love combining doing the Reveal System once or twice a week with doing the Yarrow Palm oil on your face. For those of us who have oily skin, my trick is I wish I should have brought it down here with me, but I take my like, let's pretend that this is my moisturizer, my Barrage moisturizer. I actually take off the lid and I dump the bottle of blue tansy oil into my moisturizer, and I shake it up. And so when I put my moisturizer on my face, it's blue tinted. But the blue tansy, oh my gosh, like, it is amazing for skin in so many ways. And if you combine it with the Reveal System, it just amplifies everything that you've just done. It has all these ingredients in that oil that helps with getting your skin back to a healthy condition. So one time I had my foot in a boot. I had broken my foot in multiple places and I was wearing a boot for several weeks. When I took the boot off, I had this like really, really thick layer of dead skin in my foot. And so I sat there and just peeled it all off, and it looked like my foot had just been chewed by wolves or something. Like, it looked horrible. And so it would have been great to use the Reveal System. I didn't think of that at the time. All I did was I took some of doTERRA's unscented lotion and I mixed 3 drops of blue tansy and put it on my foot. Rubbed it all in. Went to bed, and when I woke up in the morning, it was like, I told my husband, it was like the foot fairy came and gave me a new foot. Like, I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked. And when I saw that, I'm like, that needs to be on my face. Like, if it's going to do that to my foot, it better be in my face. So I'm telling you that those two things so yarrow oil and blue tansy are very similar in a lot of ways. So we don't sell yarrow by itself without being combined with pomegranate. So if you have dry skin, do the yarrow palm oil, because you're also going to get the benefits of the pomegranate, which is fantastic for skin. Otherwise, if you have oily skin, take the Yarrow Palm capsules and then put the blue tansy in your moisturizer and do your Reveal. Do better than me. Do it at least once a week, if not twice a week, and let us know. Share your results with us on Facebook in the Oil Shares VIPs group if you're a member, and let us know how that's working for you. If you're not a doTERRA member and you're watching this and you're like, ooh, I want some of that skincare, please message me immediately, because I have a way for you to actually get started as a doTERRA member today and have a buy one, get one free offer happening today. And we have one more tomorrow. So we don't know what tomorrow's is, but today's is the Holiday Peace Oil, which is actually one of my favorite oils. If you buy the Holiday Peace Oil, and you're going to want to smell like a Christmas tree, and you're going to want your house to smell like a Christmas tree all season long. If you buy this today, you get our Citrus Bliss, which I don't know if I have any of that to show you. Let me see. Yeah, you get Citrus Bliss, which is another one of my favorites, for free. And P.S., you can combine these together for a really yummy smell in your diffuser. And so we can easily add that onto your order. So if you want to get the Reveal System and maybe talk about another one of the skincare lines to add to it, please send me a message right away, and I will help connect you with that and see if we can't take on today's BOGO, because that's a fantastic, fantastic offer. Ladies, Anita, thank you for being brave and showing us your naked face.
You're welcome.
I honestly think you look just as lovely with no makeup as you do when you have makeup on.
I have no pants on. Just kidding. Just kidding.
I've got jammy bottoms on right now. So.
Yeah. I do have pants on.
Brett, I won't ask you about your bottoms and your pants. We won't even go there, but thank you.
We're good. Got them on.
Thank you both so much for taking the time to be on here. To Jessica and to Christina, who did their very best to get their technology to work tonight. Thank you for setting aside the time. And hopefully we can get you to stop into Oil Shares VIPs, and you can either go live in there or just share. Just type out your testimonial and let us know why you love the Reveal system.
Yep.
Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you back here next third Thursday for We Try It Before You Buy It. Thanks, guys. Have a good
Thank
night.
you. Bye.
Great.